Hello anybody and everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mass Effect Legendary Edition, currently Mass Effect 1. I looked up a lot of videos to see who was romanced the most in like Let's Plays. And Liara is romanced the most out of most characters. But when I looked up Mass Effect 2 specifically. Let's play Mass Effect 2 to see who romanced who, because that's the romance that continues on into Mass Effect 3, unless you romance Ashley / Kate in this game, right? The one that was romanced the most was Liara. A lot of people, like, out of most, I think I went to like 20 different channels, and like 15 of those played as female Shepard, and I think only like 3 or 4 of those were women, which is what I usually do. I usually play as a female in my games, in the games I play. The ones I found that were male romanced Liara, Jack, and that's it. The one, like, it was Liara or Jack were the ones that were romanced in Mass Effect 2. No one, if they romanced Ashley in the first game, no one continued that romance in the second game. And no one seemed to romance Tali. So, I'm at a dilemma. Do I want to romance? Also, yeah, I'm not in the same place I was. I came down here to talk to Ashley. Do I want to romance Tali, which I have seen, or do I want to romance Ashley, which I actually have not seen?
Oh, before
I think
go,
I'm gonna stick with romancing Ashley.
Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with
Isn't
the
the chick that voices Ashley black?
Took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class.
Or am I just completely making that up?
First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise
Ashley.
kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
She is. Kimberly Brooks. Chick is
You have more than one
53
sister?
years old?
Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he
And this
felt more
really shows how
outnumbered at home than
whitewashed
on
games were.
maneuvers.
They had a white voice, or a black voice actress voice a white chick in a game that's all about fucking aliens in space.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right?
She does
I
not
guess
voice a
that's why
lot
I'm
of
so tight
black
with my
characters.
sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
She gets some. Voiced young Lucy and Rugrats. It's only 2 episodes. Ugh. What else has she voiced? Stormy in Winx Club. I don't know who the fuck that is, but I've heard of Winx Club. It's like that fairy game, right? Or not game, show. What about video games? Currently I'm on TV shows since she's been on. Scroll all the way down. She voiced Forsyth in Psychonauts 2, who is like the head chick there. Additional voices in Far Cry 5. Batgirl and Lego Batman 3. Ugh. Daisy Fitzroy and BioShock Infinite. Whoever the fuck Concrete Cannon is, and Infamous Second Son. I am saving up to get a PlayStation 5, by the way, because I want to play like PlayStation games on my channel, but I don't have a PlayStation right now or a PC. But like the Infamous series, Uncharted, which I've only beaten one of those games. No, I've never even beaten an Uncharted game. I've only played one of those games. But yeah, Infamous, Uncharted, Last of Us, Horizon, God of War. A lot of games I want to play on my channel.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
I didn't mean to click that one, but that's fine.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I
For
should
me,
get back
it's
to my
pretty
dailies.
easy.
Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on
Not
the
sure
last
I buy Dr.
Not everyone's as close to their family as you are.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny, I never really thought about that before. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
What's your opinion?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted
We'll
thousands.
talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Shut up. Not you, Lucy. Also, sorry if you hear kids. I don't have kids, but there are kids currently here, and they might yell.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave
How long
in
do
case
Quarians
of
live?
emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
It's never exactly said, but it's expected because Tally says that the Quarians aren't too different from the humans.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I
That
can tell you
Quarians
anything
probably
you don't
also
already
live
know.
around
It's
150
been
years
almost
like
3
humans do.
centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
I don't want to be that mean to Garrus. Time to go back to the Citadel. Tell Kahoku? Is that his name? Since I'm already in this system, I might
Message
as well.
coming in.
Oh, there we
Patching
go.
it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nassana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
I know Nassana. She's also in the second game. I'll land there, and I didn't read what that was. That was a gas deposit. Yeah, let's land on Sharjila. Yeah, technically this is my ideal squad. Unless I was a pure biotic, then Ashley and Tally would be my ideal squad. But let's try these two. This stuff here, 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 and up here. So I'm gonna go get this stuff. I go in a circle. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get much actually. Forget the reason I have Tally is because of electronics and encryption. So her. Yeah, why not? I haven't taken Rex with me anywhere. I like Rex. Squad, level up. Equipment. Do that one and then I'll see about. Okay. I still don't have anything on my fucking pistol. Yeah. I didn't get a thumbnail for yesterday. Just kind of remembered that. I did stream yesterday / this morning. I didn't get a thumbnail for it. I should probably do that. Well, so I did get Liara as a companion, so I might just go talk to Liara and then take a screenshot of that and make that my fucking thumbnail. Fuck! My big ass thumb pressed B and Y at the same time. And all the way down here. Why did you do that? So if someone gets an Asari in this game, does that make them pansexual? Because pan means that you're attracted to someone regardless of gender. As obviously hetero means male, female, female, male. But like, the Asari look female, but you find out about them, they're neither female nor male. They basically take on the role characteristics of what gender what sex the mate is. Like, if male Shepard gets with Liara, then she essentially takes on the DNA transferring and characteristics of a female. Whereas Fem Shep gets with Liara, she basically takes on the DNA transferring as if she were the male in the relationship. Honestly, I don't know how that works sex-wise. Does Liara grow a penis if she gets with Fem Shep? I don't know.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
I know they say she, but Liara's the one that tells you that they don't necessarily have a set 2 genders in their species. I don't know how it works. I just know their sex thing is that weird mind meld thing. Still trying to determine if I want to romance Ashley, Jack, or Tally. Those are my 3 options I'm going for. Like, I saw a YouTube video. I did see a channel that romanced Jack. However, if you go by popularity, the polls show that a lot of people didn't romance Jack. That doesn't necessarily mean a lot of people haven't seen the romance of Jack. I know plenty of people have seen the romance of Ashley, plenty of people have probably seen the romance of Tally. You get the picture of her and it's all cute and stuff. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna not romance. I'm gonna lean towards a romance with Ashley just so Liara doesn't think I'm trying to fuck her. And then kill Ashley. No. I'll still kill Caden because I haven't. Damn, that's a major spoiler. And I'm like, I'm not gonna spoil things. That's a major spoiler. Well, spoiler for Mass Effect 1, I guess. If I had an editor, this is where I would bleep something out or cut it out. Or if I edited my videos, but I don't have either of those. I don't edit my videos, and I don't have an editor. Well, that's literally everything besides this, whatever this is. What the fuck's going on up here? A lot of bad guys. It's like the thing where I don't necessarily like Ashley, but I have also never seen a romance. Out of my friend group, the only person I know that's romanced Ashley is Harrison, but he only romanced her in the first game because she's the only human romance option. And he didn't romance anyone in the second game because he decided he wanted to stay loyal to her. I think he should have just gone after Miranda. Thing is, you have the two female human romance options in Mass Effect 2. Both are drastically different. However, both are pretty interesting characters and very well written if you hear out their story and stuff. Jack is by far my favorite character though. I think I'm gonna romance Ashley. Hello. How about you go away? And maybe I should upgrade my pistols. Holy shit. I haven't been doing that. I also need to use that a lot more, because there's like an achievement for lifting enemies 25 times or something. Barrier, because you're hurting me. Sorry, slaver, that doesn't seem nice. Is there gonna be anything upstairs? I actually don't know. Oh, this was the mission for Nassana. Basically, you go to Nassana. I'm going to explain what happens if I had gone to the Citadel first. You go to Nassana, she tells you that some slavers have captured her sister. She did the stupid thing and like transferred them money, but they kept her sister. Something, this whole sobbing backstory. She's like, "Can you rescue my sister and get any documents?" Da, 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 da. So you come here. You fight all those slavers, kill that person, and then you find out that that slaver lady we just killed is actually Nassana Dantius' sister. So the slaver we just killed is actually the sister of the woman that hired us to help. And now we have to go back to we have to go back to Nassana and be like, "Yo, you sent us to kill your sister, what the fuck?" And so that's basically it. But Nassana does make an appearance in the next game. I don't have any more Quarian armor, do I? No. There goes my reason for going back to the, or my second reason for going back to the Citadel. Now I just have the one. I go here. I don't remember. Nausicaa. Cersei. I have. Okay. Oh yeah, you actually have to go out the airlock. I forgot they don't just teleport you to the Citadel like they do in the other games.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged.
Thank
The
you.
commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Hello.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates, rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I think the Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Fuck you, Mikhailovich. How was I gonna level up? Get you to there, you to there. I guess I'll level up pistols. I don't care what you put points into. Your electronics is maxed. Level up your basic armor.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy
Can I
casualties.
skip this? I can. I don't want to listen to that shit. It makes the loading time longer. I don't know why I struggled to say words
Commander
there. Ah,
Shepard?
you.
Khalees had been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Hold on. It's pretty clear you have an agenda here. I'm not going to be part of it. Excuse me.
You can't just walk away, Commander. The public has a right to know. Isn't it true you're just a shill for the Council?
Fuck you. Did I buy the... Every time you go to a store, you have to... If you don't want to have to come back to the place you bought it, or you found it at, like,
Hello,
the Citadel.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander.
You have to go to the bottom of these things. Which is just tedious. Although I should probably buy this. Okay, so yeah, there's licenses. It makes it to where this entire stock will just be on the Normandy. I have the Solaris Amp 1, and this is the 3, and it literally only upgrades my cooldown bonus by 3.
Hello, Commander.
God damn it!
Show me what you've got.
I'll open
I didn't want to
stocks.
back out. I'll buy it for Shepard because it's the only fucking thing I have. I'm gonna go to the top. That's a lot. It's also 304,000. I can't wear heavy armor. I can wear light, or not light, medium. I'm gonna buy this sniper, maybe? Yes. Assault rifle is pretty fucking good. I'll buy a sniper rifle and I'll buy the assault rifle. And now I'm going to sell a shit ton of stuff. Get me back up to my 600,000. If not more. Jesus. Alright, equipment. You buy that license and then that's not where I wanted to go. Presidium, Citadel Tower. That's where I wanted to go. What time is it? It's almost 4 o'clock. Oh, hi, Emily.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
Don't worry, I'll definitely help you, Emily, because I like you.
No, I'm waiting to... Commander Shepard, isn't it? My name is Admiral Kahoku. Is there something I can do for you?
You sent a recon team out into the Artemis Tau cluster?
Yes, that's right. They went missing a few days ago. I've been trying to find out what happened to them, but I keep getting the runaround from Alliance brass. Do you know something about this, Commander?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
I hope he's okay. I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
What's in this for me?
I can't afford to pay you anything. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track him down already. Maybe you could look into this as a personal favor, you know? We humans have to stick together.
What's in this for...
Maybe you could look into this as
that.
a personal favor.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Will do. Any other missions here? Doesn't look like it. I still have to go to the markets. If I need to get some licenses from there.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-.
At least he's being treated. Crazy bastard.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here. This one believes it has the right to move free. Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase
I
an
never
evangelical
did this
permit
quest.
to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
Has anyone actually complained about this Hanar?
Not yet, but any good CSEC officer removes problems before they create a public nuisance.
You've explained the law. If the Hanar gets in trouble, it has nobody to blame but itself.
I suppose I can tell my superior that I attempted a diplomatic solution. Some other CSEC officer can arrest the Hanar. It's no longer my problem. Thank you for your assistance.
The officer has left, and this one is free to share the glory of the Enkindlers. This one offers its appreciation.
Happy to help.
This one has little money, but it can offer this. Now finally, this one can continue sharing the truth unimpeded. Let all races herald the glory of the Enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment.
Fucking Hanar. Forgot Quarians have weird ass legs.
This is not what Jake would want.
I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help you with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I'm certain that she has a good reason. I'd like to hear both sides.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
Lucy. That's my dog.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing. She's acting blindly out of grief.
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this isn't your decision.
Of course it is! I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes tough decisions.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know that the baby's safe.
That's fair.
That's all I have left too, Michael.
I just want Jacob's child to be safe. I want to give him that much.
We will. I promise. Thank you for talking with us.
Please tell me I haven't been muted this entire fucking time. Oh dear Lord. Lucy. Wake up. You're having a nightmare. I'm gonna end this here, strictly because I've been streaming for an hour, and I don't know if I've been able to be heard this entire time. So, if I have, then that's just the end of the episode, and I'll start up again here in a minute. If I haven't, then I'm going to have to re-record this entire fucking episode. Or I'll start the other one and say this is what I did. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching this on Twitch, you want to see more stuff that I've done, you can go to YouTube, look up The Lyrical Saint. I should be there. Watching this on YouTube, you want to see me live, you can go to twitch.tv/TheLyricalSaint, where you can go to a link in the description below. I'll take you my playlist. Or taking my Twitch, there'll also be a link in the description taking my playlist if you want to see stuff that way. Like the video if you like it. New here, not already, think about subscribing. If you're on Twitch, think about following or going to YouTube and subscribing. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Tune in to the next video of Let's Play Mass Effect 1. Thanks for watching, guys.